Folks, welcome to this February 2024 Blue Guardian Prop Firm Challenge update. We're going to hear how the 4 traders taking the challenge over here at Trading Nut are getting on. Now, to start off with, let's talk about Zach. So Zach hasn't got an update for us this week, but he did send me a message to say he's dropping out of the challenge. So he didn't blow the account, but he was ready to get a mentor, ready to change what he was doing with his trading. It just wasn't working for him. So all the best in the future, Zach, and thanks for coming on the show. Now, Hadros, also, we don't have an update from him. The reason is he's been away on holiday. Now, his last update had him sitting at minus 7.4% after a whole lot of, I don't know what happened, but I can't remember the details, but he was almost on the verge of blowing that account. In fact, he did across the course of February, pretty shortly after, and we've got him set up on a new account, and hopefully we can see some good trading coming up in the next month. Now, he is going to be starting to trade this coming week on the live streams, so you can check him out there. Now, we do have an update from David, and we do have an update from myself, so let's dive in and see what those are all about. All right, folks, let's dive in by having a look at my trading update. So if you've been following the show, I'm dropping weekly updates in the interview. So if you do want to see that, so if you're watching the shows, you're going to be getting my weekly updates. And so you'll know some of this, but you won't have seen the charting and you won't have seen the trades. So we're going to go into the trades here. To start off with, I wanted to let you know that I started the month trading, it was gold and some currency pairs on a slightly different strategy. When I back tested this, even further back, I started to notice that it wasn't as good as I thought it could have been. And I decided to move away from it. And I tried a number of different things. And in fact, I landed on this strategy here with UJ, and I quite like it. It trades in the Asia session, which for me is something that I can do easily, and it also sort of filters into London, and I can do that easily enough as well. So it is, lower time frames, which means tighter stops, and unfortunately the commission is kind of like a killer, and I'm still getting to grips with it a bit, but I did have some good runs. So let's have a look through some of these trades. The first trade here is loss. You're just going to get a feel for them, really. So this one here was another loss. And then we had our first win here, which was taking a partial initially and then letting it run. And so what I'm doing is sort of jumping into each day. Next day was another win, same again, partial and win. Now, what I'm trying to do now is get rid of the partials. Now, the partials is probably more of a psychology thing. This one here was an early exit. Things changed and I got out early, but it was a winner. And this one here was your partial exit and your break-even stop. Same again, partial exit, break even. So I'm trying to get rid of the partials because it's just really been costing me, especially with the high commission that I'm paying, or the commission I'm paying is higher because I'm on smaller time frames with a very tight stop. So this is another loss, which has crept in there, another win. So this was a full win followed by a loss. So this wasn't the best of days. I remember this one, and this was another loss. And then this was almost the Hail Mary, get me out of here kind of thing. I want to end on a profit, and it worked. So the overall day ended on a profit, but it wasn't great trading in here, just way too many trades, over trading. So then I believe I started incorporating some of the London session trades in because I noticed the setup was still happening in London, valid in London, and I thought, okay, well, I can still trade London, albeit slightly differently. So start off the next day, wasn't great, a loss, followed by another loss in London. Then I had a win. Once again, the partial really not helping me here, getting stopped out and then going on to be a bigger win. So then we had a final win for the day, and that was probably one of the trades of the week. Now we had another win, another loss, so all over the place here. That loss there may have been an early exit based on a change of conditions. I can't really remember the details. Then the next day, another loss. So this was Asia again, followed by a win. You can see here getting out quite early. You know, this thing's running more than what I took. Break even, and then another win. So it wasn't a bad day. 2 wins, break even, and a loss. With commission, though, that's where it really kills you. So this one here, loss, not a great end, perhaps into the month of February with those losses there. And then this was the next day. Some days it didn't trade because I was obviously doing other things, but this trade here could have been epic, great entry, but just didn't have the higher time frame bias to get out in. But I could have been way up here with 38 pips. And then we rolled it into March. shortly after. So there was a day here which you'll find at this point I'm actually doing all right. I was up on where I started the month. Now we're going to see here. So I had a win here, another win, break even, trying to get. I think I've cracked getting rid of this. Now this is where it all fell apart. I went away for the weekend, came back, and I've got to say I was pretty much sick the previous week, so I wasn't in the best of spaces. Got out of an early loss, which I hadn't done before, right? So this is in the negative. Then this one here was a full loss, which I had a chance to get out a couple of times. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And then this one here was the only win of the day, which wasn't what happened on that one. I think I ended up cutting it. Well, I definitely got out too early. It was a secondary entry where the target's not as defined. So I was probably spooked out of that one, which I'm also trying to get rid of. Then I had a small win here, which I know this was the thing that screwed me up, right? So this win here, I should have been getting out probably down here somewhere, even down as far as here, right? So I'm targeting these levels here. I can't remember exactly which one I was targeting, but yeah, I got spooked out, especially because I'd had that loss, and I think because I'd increased the lot size on this, that was being copied across. It was like the losses seemed bigger, and it was easier to go into the drawdown that I'd managed to maintain. So anyway, got out early. That really screwed me, because then I took this trade here, which what did that end up doing? I think that one went straight to loss. Then I took another one that went straight to loss. This was opposite direction. So at that point, I kind of lost the plot. And I think after this one, I'd actually shut the laptop down and gone, no more trading for the day. You break even for the day, basically minus that 1R. So you're kind of, just under 1R. I should have stopped. I then opened it up again to have another look. I lost the plot at this point. I did lose the plot. So this trade here that I took went 1.5R. I think it actually went 2R in the end. That could have cleaned me up for the day and left me 1R down, basically where I've ended up here. But no, I let it come all the way back and hit me at the stop out. Okay, so that was actually March. So that's the start of my March update. Let's dive into the Blue Guardian thing and see what that actually looked like. It didn't look too bad because there was a whole bunch of stuff in here. Now, this is actually sort of creeping into March. So things have gone on around here. Things have gone on around here, just with changes and things. And I suppose if you're in here long enough, these things creep in. So we started the month off up here at trade number 7. I checked it from the previous video. So it's basically break even. Came all the way down and got to break even again. Now this dip here was the prior strategy, which I then adapted. I realized it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And about here was when I changed to trading that UJ strategy. You can see here, I did eke the profits out. And, even though this is going up here, it's actually, when you look at the commission, it's kind of just going down like this. Okay, so the cost of trading, this lower time frame stuff, this wasn't too bad. The low time frame stuff was just eating me up, something chronic. I did manage to bring it back a long way, all the way up to the break-even point here, which I think was still probably about 2.5% down because of the commission. And yeah, then that was this last day, coming into this last day here, I think. I can't remember if the whole thing was the last day, but anyway, it was around this area here where it all just fell off. Now, this was when the MT5 thing came in, where MT5 dropped off the platform. I missed the whole trading day where I actually took 2 good winners. Then I realized it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I missed trades again. So the new trade copier that I'm using for some reason needed an update, and that didn't copy what was an overall winning day across as well. So all in all, this is kind of like worse than where it should be, and it's partly due to the fact that I changed lot size on this. So like I think it was quite fixed here at 10 lots max. Then it was fixed to 25, and now it's basically unlimited because there is the new copy service to DX Trade doesn't allow that. And yeah, so this is where we're at. So I think for some reason I didn't get hit as bad as I thought I would on that last day. So even though it's way down here, it could have possibly been worse. So there was some good that came with it. Now, I do know there are guys who are doing the challenge, like Hadros is definitely trading on MT5, and so is David. I'm, for whatever reason, trading on DX Trade here. I'm trying to work out what the difference is. It might be because I'm on a higher account size. It might be because I started at a different time. I'm not too sure. But anyway, Blue Guardian definitely do have an MT5 option. I've seen it. If you can't find it, I don't know how you get access to it at the moment. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. They should be in contact with me very soon to tell me what the story is. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So currently looking at this, when you look at the actual percentage, so I'm down 5.5, not great. The other thing I've had to overcome is a psychological burden of you guys watching. And it is a burden, right? It is a massive burden because I feel like, and this is why I took all these little partials and locked in profits too early. Now I've got to the point where I'm like, okay, this is just a bit barrier to get over. The ego's obviously wanting me to do well and it's screwing me over. I've got to accept the fact that every trade starts as a potential to be lost. And I've got a way to combat that. The way that I've combated it is, and even this took me a while to get right because it just wasn't working. So on my MetaTrader, I set up alerts so that I set up notifications on my mobile phone app so that it alerts me when my trades close. Okay, so I want to be able to open the trade and know that this is my target. It's going to go there and not interfere whatsoever. So I've worked out a way with the system so that I can make sure that I don't need to check it. It either goes to the target or it loses. It might mean I get a few more losers, but it's going to mean I can get a hell of a lot more really good winners. And I haven't had any yet. So I want to see if this works. And the detriment is I've just got to suck up the fact that I might go into a massive losing streak. And in fact, I might even lose this whole account and have to start yet another one. Anyway, that's it from me. Let's dive in and hear from David.
We're back again with another update video for the month of February. February was a much better month for me as opposed to January, where I absolutely saw flames. I managed to take a bunch of trades this month, and all of them can actually be found uploaded to the live section on this YouTube channel. Okay, so New Zealand franc is one of the trades that I took. As you can see, we moved up, just literally building up a staircase up until we found resistance, and I took a short. And it took a few days, about, because I got entered on the 21st of February, and it took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days for me to hit TP. But this is not a problem because, as you guys know, I am a swing trader. It's what I'm comfortable doing. That's what I'm going to keep on doing. Moving on to AUD CAD. This is a trade that I'm currently still involved in. As you can see, we pushed up, found resistance, and we've been falling gradually, almost like with some ranging behavior. But I think that we'll ultimately finally reach our target down here. Lastly, AUD franc. AUD franc. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. I had been calling this buy for some time. As you can see, it kind of continued to rally, but finally began to retrace. We got filled over here, and then the price moved all the way back up to target. Now, before I actually delve into what you guys are looking at over here, it needs to be explained that this month was unfortunate in one regard. Okay, as you guys might know, a lot of prop firms had to migrate their platforms, migrate accounts, and what ended up happening is that depending on who you were working with, who you were trading with, you may have been locked out of your account for about a day, 2 days, 3 days. For me, it was about 3 days, right? And even worse than that, my trades will close prematurely. So these trades that you see here, you find that maybe I was still in drawdown, or the trade had just been filled, or it wasn't even in that much profit at the time when the trade unfortunately got closed prematurely. It's really unfortunate, but you know what? I'm deciding to look on the bright side of things because I feel like this is just the industry experiencing growing pains. I think we're just learning, and the companies are also adjusting and finding out, okay, what can they do, what can't they do, how can they more legitimize their product offerings. So last month I was down about 2%. I think that's when I uploaded the first update video. I was down here about 2%, and then I recovered a little bit, only to kind of fall back below the 2%. I think somewhere around here I was like down about 2.5%, which wasn't nice, I'll be honest with you. But I've been fighting to recover ever since then. And right now I'm down about 1.5%. So all in all, even with the whole migration issues, I still managed to, I guess, bank about 1% from the low that I experienced here. I currently do not have any trades open right now because I only just got migrated over. So this is my current balance over here. We're still pushing. And that'll be it. That'll be it. I'll probably start taking more trades tomorrow, which would be Wednesday for me. There's a couple trades that I'm eyeing, New Zealand CAD and AUD franc. If you guys want to know anything more about those trades, or you want to see me in real time taking those trades, do not hesitate to watch the lives that are constantly being updated on the Trading Nut channel.
Well, folks, there you have it. Blue Guardian updates done and dusted. Now, if you did want to get your own challenge, then go and check them out. So they got the Guardian Protector, which is going to protect your account from that blowing that maximum daily drawdown. And they have, as I mentioned, got an MT5 option available. I'm not too sure how you get that. You're going to need to find out through their support. Also, you get that 10% off coupon code Trading Nut, all one word. It's going to save yourself 10% off at checkout. There are links below the video here. All right, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at BLACKBULL Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at BLACKBULL Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at BLACKBULL Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below.